What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be walking you through the ABCs of online tournament Hearthstone, and whether you're new to Hearthstone or you've been around since the beta period or sometime in between, chances are you've seen some form of competitive Hearthstone. You know, those exciting matches between like Strife Crow and Kalento, Maz and RDU, all those really exciting games where, you know, the top decks come and then it's super exciting, the crowd goes wild and the casters start yelling and Admirable goes, "That's a huge draw," you know, all those really exciting moments. Tournament Hearthstone is really fun. It's, you know, a different kind of, you know, competitive atmosphere from ladder, and it's a lot of fun to participate in as well as watch. So you don't have to be one of these, you know, quote unquote pro Hearthstone players, you know, that fly around to different countries to participate in live tournaments. You can play online, and it's a great deal of fun. Anybody can enter, and this video is going to be showing you how to enter those and, you know, the ins and outs of, you know, successfully preparing for them and how to conduct yourself on the tournament and, you know, how to find them. So let's dig in. This tournament right here is the first online tournament I ever entered. It was the first one I found. I entered it. I had a lot of fun playing in these tournaments. I still play in them occasionally. This is the Top Deck tournament. You can find these at topdeck.gg. It's just so cool. .gg. It's like, good game. Welcome to our website. I just thought that was funny. So basically what you do, you go over here to this little panel. I'm already logged in, but if you log out, there's a thing to register and log into the website. You just click there, register, log in, boom. Then right here, they usually have the listing for the next few tournaments. Usually weekly, they do an NA and an EU tournament. I think the EU tournament is on Saturdays and the NA tournament is on Mondays. I'm pretty sure. And basically you click there and you go to the tournaments, but there aren't any listed right now for whatever reason. So I'll take you to one of the previous tournaments. And this is what the page will look like when you go there. There will be a sign-in button. It'll be big and green when you're signed in. You click on it and it signs you in for the tournament. It's that easy. You just register on the website and click sign in. Then there's gonna be a bracket for, you know, when the tournament's out and they've made the bracket, boom, there's gonna be a lot more people. This I think this tournament was here. Let me find you a better example, because this was the tournament when GVG was going live, so nobody could log in. So I think that tournament got postponed or canceled. Okay, this one's gonna be a little bit better. This is more what it's gonna look like. It's gonna look like this. You know, at first this won't be here. It'll just be these, but then as people win and advance, you know, it'll go orange and whatnot. But yeah, there will be a list of participants with some of their streams. You can watch their streams when you're out and you want to check up on the tournament progress, or, you know, you can post your stream here and help get extra viewers, because people will be knocked out of the tournament. They'll be like, hey, I want to watch, you know, some of the people streaming and see who ends up winning the tournament, and you can get some more stream viewers that way. There's also a tab for deck lists. So previous Top Deck tournaments, you can see the deck list of the people that I think made it to semis. From semis on, they ask you to post your deck list to, you know, help the people that didn't make it that far. And yeah, it's pretty cool. You can go back and check out other people's deck lists and be like, wow, they did really well with this Druid deck list or Paladin or Priest deck list. You know, let me try that out in the future. It's pretty cool. You know, open source type of sharing the deck list type of thing. But yeah, the winner of this tournament gets $5 distributed through PayPal. But, you know, it's mostly just of the fun of competing in these things. And the way the Top Deck tournament works is it's a one class thing. So in a round, you can only pick one hero to use. So you can only pick Mage or Warlock for that round. So even though it's a best of 3 series, you can only use either Mage, Warlock, Rogue, something like that. And if you lose the first game, you don't switch to a different hero. You can either use the same exact deck, or you can switch deck within that hero. So you can, like, for instance, round 1, let's say you played Zoo, and then you lose to your opponent. The next, let's say you lose to a Miracle Rogue, right? And you're playing Zoo, and you're like, oh, I've got this guy now. And then you switch to Handlock, and then, oh, you just crush your opponent. They have no chance. You can do that because they're both Warlock decks, but you wouldn't be able to say, oh, I'm going to switch to Freeze Mage. You know, you wouldn't be able to do that. But then in the next round, you could start off game 1 with Secrets Mage, and then maybe game 2, you switch to Freeze Mage or, you know, Mech Mage or something to that effect. That is totally viable, totally awesome. So for this tournament, if you want that, you want to make sure that you have a Zoo deck, a Handlock deck, you know, pre-made, so that way you can just switch between them between games. And that's totally allowed. It's called sideboarding. Here's all the rules for the tournament. You want to read these. You want to make sure you know them. You want to know exactly what is legal, what is not, what counts, what is deserving of a disqualification, what's not. You want to make sure you're within the rules, and you want to make sure your opponent's playing within the rules. Very awesome. Here's a big section, sportsmanship. You want to be a good sport in these tournaments. You definitely don't want to build yourself a reputation as being a sore loser, abysmal winner, You definitely don't want to do any sketchy stuff like trying to fake results or trying to disqualify people for taking like 15 seconds too long to accept your friend request on Hearthstone to get your match started or anything like that. Yeah, as I said, reward $5. But yeah, that's basically the tournament. Fun tournament. These are usually smaller, like 30, 40 people-ish, but a lot of fun. The next tournament I'm going to show you guys is the Zotac Cup. This is the tournament I most frequently enter. This is my favorite tournament. This is my favorite online tournament to enter. This usually has a bit more people. Yeah, like there are 128 matches going on right here in round 1 of this tournament. And here you go to this link here. It'll also be in the description. And over here will be the login thing. Again, on this website, for whatever reason, they don't have the next tournament like posted up yet to be able to sign in. But normally it'll be here. It's just a big button. You click it says sign in. Awesome. Oh yeah, and you register over here. You click this thing, you register. Awesome. Good stuff. Then you sign in, and when you sign in, there will be, the bracket and everything. Basically, when you sign in, you'll see this. You'll see this thing. Your name will be somewhere down here. And then you want to, an hour before the actual tournament starts, it'll also say the tournament time, like this. And then check in 60 minutes before start. So you want to make sure that you're checking in time. If not, you're going to be one of these people that cannot participate in the tournament because they didn't sign in time. So definitely check in an hour before the tournament. All you got to do is come to the site, click check in, boom, done. And then that's that. And then once you've done that, then it's just sitting and waiting for your match to start. And then, your match will be posted over here, your person's battle tag. And then you send them a friend request or they send it to you. You battle it out. Awesome stuff. And then the person on Zotac, the person that loses that series, they report the results. If you win the series, you don't have to report the results. But the person that loses, you have to click, hey, this guy got the best of me. I lost. Good luck the rest of the way, buddy. And you click I lost, and then boom, you're out. And then the matches will update. And yeah, you can see it's not really a bracket, but like here's all the matches. So you can see who's playing who, but you don't see like who you're going to play next round. But yeah, as you go on, you see the pool gets smaller. Another thing, your match doesn't like instantly update. So like if you have it on the page like, oh, this is still just showing my last match, like you got to refresh the page. Yeah, you want to keep refreshing, make sure that your next round match isn't up yet. And as soon as your match is up, you want to get into your match right away. You don't want to hold up the tournament. You don't want to lounge about. You don't want to be like, oh, my match might be up in like 2 minutes. Let's go take like a 3-hour shower, or let's go to the mall, or like if you're in the tournament, be ready for your match to start. And once it's up, contact your opponent right away and get in there. Another thing, here's the rules for the tournament. You want to be familiar with these. Just get to know everything. And with this tournament, this is a best of 3 tournament until finals, just like with the top deck, but this is a multiple deck format. So this format is going to be, you play with, let's say, a priest deck, for game 1 of your first round, and then you lose, and then you switch to a different deck. So the winner keeps the same deck, and the loser switches to another deck. With this site and with the top deck site, you don't have to submit deck lists beforehand, which allows for flexibility and whatnot. But yeah, so if you're planning on playing like game 1 warrior, and if ever you lose with warrior, you're going to switch to shaman or something like that, but your opponent plays miracle rogue, you're like, oh, forget that, I'm going to play handlock now. It's totally cool. You can do that. Yeah, that's basically the site. Yeah, the link should be in the description. Here's the rules. That's how you register and sign up. And yeah, and I think the prize also for this is distributed through PayPal. But again, it's these tournaments are never about the prize, really. It's just about joining, having fun, meeting people, a lot of stuff like that. Then the next one is the Hearthstone Open. I only did 1 tournament on this website, but it was pretty fun, I remember. I like this. It's, they have good tournaments. They have arena tournaments here as well. Here's where you can see all the new tournaments. They have arena tournaments, and from my understanding, I think you draft on the website. I think there's a draft tool on this website, which is pretty cool. And that way you don't have to like draft in the client and then risk drafting one card more than twice, so you don't have to worry about that. And they have constructed tournaments as well, and for this, some of them you do have to submit decks ahead of time. Whoops. Some of these you do have to submit decks ahead of time, and that's fine. Just make sure that you submit them ahead of time if you need to submit them ahead of time, and if not, then you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, this is another one. I think some of these are bigger prizes. Yeah, I know that. I think it was the Sunshine Open or something like that over the summer for a spot at the BlizzCon qualifier. There was like, I think like a $5,000 prize or something like that, or a $500 prize. I think it was 5,000. Yeah, I think it was a $5,000 prize if you won and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, they have some bigger tournaments, like this one's $400, stuff like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I usually don't use this tournament because, you know, I usually play 1-2 tournaments a week, and those are usually the top deck and the Zotac ones. But this is a very good website for tournaments, especially Arena. Like, yeah, one of my friends plays Arena tournaments, and I think this is always the website he uses. So yeah, definitely check these websites out. Also, what did I do? It's a Rubik's Cube timer. I don't know why that popped up. But yeah, so this is another website for tournaments. It's really great. You know, use all these resources. Also, there's the articles. So if videos aren't your preferred means of like, oh, I'm gonna enter a tournament, wait, let me pull up that video again, there's an article. So you can just pull up the article and have it ready, you know, with all the little tips and reminders and everything like that you need for the tournament. So you'll have great success. I hope this helped. If there are any questions, put them in the comments. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Good luck in your tournaments. Hope you have a lot of fun. If you play against me, good luck. See ya. Peace.